Hey guys, so welcome to day 22. Day 22, wow. Day 22 of Vlogmas. So today is going to be about wig maintenance. I'm going to show you how I personally pack away my wigs. So besides this golden one and my white one, other table. Besides my golden one and my white one, I do have another one. I actually made that one. And I already packaged her and put her away. I think she actually accidentally went into my storage unit because I constantly take her out to play with her because she's just a full afro. I did that wig for my Vlogmas last year. It was the first time I ever. That's the first wig I've ever made, and she came out cute. Maybe I'll insert some pictures from her from last year, but yeah, so I'm gonna show you how I package away my wigs. Yeah, she still has some of her stuff in there. Honestly, my kids started playing with it. It started taking out the little baubles, so I'm not mad. Less work for me, but I'm gonna show you how I'm going to package them away and how I treat them before they get put away. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Rapunzel one. First I feel like the first thing to do is obviously to take out all of her bits and pieces because I'm not gonna need them again when I probably need to style it again. And if I do this again, it's obviously not gonna be Christmas themed. So whew, cute little things. Dollar Tree. You saw me decorate it earlier in the month. It's like probably what day 3 or 4 that I did it. I don't know the exact day. But here we go. She doesn't take much because, like I said, my kids already kind of took all of that out already. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to wash her and detangle her because she was sitting here for a minute and she's just like, "Why did you abandon me?" And she's like, "No, I didn't abandon you. You're not abandoned." So she needs a little bit of love and care before I pack her away. I'm just gonna do the same thing like I did before. I'm just gonna do like a nice little wash for her. I don't really have a setup to show you exactly how to wash her, how I'm going to wash her. But honestly, you use a wig safe shampoo. People have all right. She's synthetic. I can do whatever I want with her. Kind of. It doesn't really matter which type of shampoo I use, but I use generally either one of the shampoos that I don't typically use, or especially the conditioner. I have a lot of conditioners, but we won't discuss my conditioner problem. But we'll use those rather than the more pricey ones that I use for my own hair and my children's hair. But she is going to be washed, but she's mostly going to be conditioned. I need her mostly conditioned because it'll help her not to get tangled. So yeah, I'm going to detangle her. She's not that bad as she's not as bad as I thought she was going to be, but I want to make sure that she's nice and detangled before I pack her away. And when I say pack her away, I know like a lot of wigs be coming in those little cute little pouches. Um, I don't know if she came in a pouch or not, but it's gonna be her pouch. Okay, nice little gallon size Ziploc bag, and she came in like a little box. But yeah, no. So she's gonna go into another Ziploc bag, and my Afro wig, she is in a Ziploc bag. So again, these are synthetic, so I don't really have to worry about say specifically, oh, make sure that I'm careful with this and that. No, I'm going to do a little bit of shampoo but I'm mostly going to use conditioner, and I'm probably going to do a process where I have it mostly in hot water and conditioner to help with the detangling and to make sure that my wigs don't lose their shine. Wigs typically come with care instructions. Please hold on to your care instructions, whether it is synthetic or real hair. And real hair is a lot more maintenance. Okay, a lot more maintenance. I would have loved to have done a wig with some real hair, but I don't think I really have any real hair at the moment. And I do not have time to run to um the beauty salon. I got too much stuff. It's a few days before Christmas. Like I have some of these cute little wefts though. I got these from school. I have like maybe I have a whole bag filled with braiding hair. And I plan on making a wig with that. But that's a whole different thing because I need my ventilation tool. And I'm probably going to sit here. And it'll probably be like a 2-3 week process. That'll be a video. Definitely in January. I told y'all before I had lace. Let's see, I got a little bit of lace. Hold on. I forgot what size this was. I got off of Amazon. Like, little lace front. So I could actually customize my own lace. I'm actually very excited about doing that. I've been excited to do that. I just haven't had the time to do it, unfortunately. So, let's see. Breaking stuff. Shelf broke. My bad. Here it is. So I got my little ventilation brush with all my little different hooks. My little ventilation tool. So it's gonna come with like this in here. It has more of them where it's just these little the little teeny tiny hooks. It has a bunch of little teeny tiny hooks in there. So in different sizes. So there we go. So I make sure to keep that with my wig stuff. Yeah, I got caps for everything, all that. So we have stuff. My only thing is that I really don't have any bundles. There we go. That's what it's called. It's called bundles. I don't have any bundles, but I don't really need bundles for cosplay wig making. So yeah. So I'm gonna wet her down. I'm gonna wash her. Wash her and her. Still need names. I'll probably do a poll on my Instagram and my TikTok and try to see if I could try to figure out some names for them. But look at her. I'm going to section her off. Sucker working bits and pieces. There we go. There we go. So we're just going to pre-section her. I know some people like when people just sit here and detangle, but as you heard by my alarm, it's about time for me to pick up my kids from school. Like I said, a lot of stuff needs to be done. It's about to be Christmas. And it is crazy that I decided to do Vlogmas this year in this way. If I just did regular Vlogmas like I did last year, when I just did it on Instagram and TikTok, that's one thing. But me deciding that I want to expand and do YouTube, who said that was a good idea? Me, for some reason. Me. I'm insane. Why? Like, I don't have enough on my plate during the holiday season. Like, after this, I don't have stuff to sew again. Like, I struggle. So, look at that. This is why I have to detangle. Because I don't want to deal with this the next time I take her out. Like, she is. She's putting me through it right now. So yeah, I'm going to make sure to condition her. Make sure she's nice and pretty. Another conditioner I'm going to be using for her is going to be that Aussie conditioner. And I don't have an issue with Aussie too bad. They actually made my hair feel really, really soft. But I decided to go more in the color treatment area. And then my daughter needed something more hydrating for her hair. So, uh, budget-wise, Aussie is great. Um, but when it comes to more hydration and such, I use a little bit more pricier. Okay, I can't say I use more pricier projects because I use African Pride, and African Pride is really, really good. I use their pre-poo, I use their shampoo, I use their conditioner, I use their mask. Yeah, I use a lot of their stuff. I think I have the curl cream too. You know, I have stuff for silk presses, not for the African Pride. Uh, I think it's called the Dew, something like that. But I have their stuff for silk presses. I have them for silk press, and I also have Mazzani products for silk press. Mazzani because that's what we used in school, so that's something I was used to. The Dew it just happened to be on sale, so I grabbed some. Very excited about that. Okay, so here we go. 3 braids. And I'm probably going to braid it back up like this again before I wrap her up into the Ziploc bag. But this is just me prepping her for the washing process, which I will definitely be doing while my kids are doing their homework. And then after they're done their homework, I can focus on doing this again. I was out all day doing some last minute shopping and then to come home, so I had to hurry up and do this. But yeah, I also have to wash her because she still has some of the gel that I was using to slick her back for the Rapunzel look. So we're going to take her off. We're going to leave her bangs because we're just going to detangle that. And now we grab this one. To be honest, she's not that bad. But I still want to wash her. I'm going to wash her and I'm going to blow dry her like I'm going to do with the Rapunzel wig. Wash, detangle, blow dry. Look at this. Got T-pin stuck in her hair. But yeah, so I'm going to wash and detangle her as well. Do it in sections too. Go. Just a basic loose braid. Nothing crazy, nothing tight, nothing overly dramatic. I do both braids. I do over and I do under. So, but for right now, I think I'm just doing the over part. Be careful how you store your wigs also. So if I want her to keep her curls, I will set her and have her dry in curls. I don't care really if she has curls or not. I know how to get a synthetic wig now to set its curls. I didn't know how when I first got her because I really got her a few days before my graduation, and I was trying to get her to curl harder. We tried to color her because I wanted her to be pink, but I couldn't find a pink wig that I liked when I went out. So I had to settle for this one, which I still like it. She still looks great. Um, I look like a white haired Barbie with all the pink I was wearing. Anyway, but yeah. So we, I know how to set her properly now. Very grateful for school. It's funny because I wanted to learn so much more about wig making and such, but my teacher kept on forgetting about stuff. So she told us one day, she's like, okay, make sure to bring, your wig stuff. You need to bring a wig, you need to bring the headband, and you need to bring glue. I came with the wig, the headband, and the glue, and I'm gonna show you the wig that I bought because I knew I didn't need like anything overly expensive. And then at the time, my hair was short anyway. Um, so I'm gonna show you the wig. It's not the best wig. She wasn't supposed to be the best wig. She was just a wig that I needed for demonstration. So I do have another wig, and this is it. To be honest, if I'm going to cosplay a man, then honestly, yeah. Or anime character that went through a transition and she's deciding that she needs to cut off her hair, like Mulan. When she gets tired of the society or whatever, she cuts off her long hair and she decides to go short, or she's hiding herself as a man to hide from whoever's trying to kidnap her or whatever. That's what this wig would be for. I don't know really what to do with this one. I think I'm going to use this one for practice one when I make my first practice cosplay wig because I don't see me really using this for anything else. Um, it's like a little Karen wig. She's not even in a bag. She's just thrown into my container that has my wig stuff in it. She's just thrown in there because she doesn't tangle. She's short. So when I make my first practice wig, like how I see people do it online, that's probably going to be used for my shell. So, all right, last section. And then I'm going to go get my kids. And then I'm going to wash these. I have a bucket, so maybe I'll use the bucket method instead this time. All right, guys. So I'll see you soon. Well, you'll see me in a few seconds, but it'll probably be about an hour. But transition. Hey guys, so I'm back. It did take me a while, but now they are now fully washed and detangled. And honestly, by the time I finally had the time to get back to them, um, they're fully dry. I want to show you the two things that I use. So I had a little bit of this one, which is Function of Beauty. It is for the coily hair, but I also had like color retention, color length, and I think curl retention that I was using for it. So that's in there. But like I said, the shampoo, I don't feel like it really matters too much to me. But I did use this Aussie conditioner, which I feel like, one, due to its price, I think is great for conditioning wigs. There are brands that you can use to condition wigs, but I work with what I have, let's be honest. Okay. So now that everybody is now nice and taken care of, right? She looks crazy, but I promise you she's not. She's nice, detangled, blow dried. What I'm going to do personally, so I'm going to take her, all right? Just going to fold her a little bit. I'm going to keep her hair into the braids. So then this way, when I put her into that big Ziploc bag, I don't have to worry about her getting tangled, you know. Just because the movie was called Tangled doesn't mean I need her or Rapunzel to have a field day and get tangled. I do have to kind of fix her ends again. I got to rebraid her ends. But we're going to put little Miss Snow White in here. I'm probably going to give them some anime name or whatever. But for right now, I don't need to write like her like details about her or anything like that. I don't feel like I need to. That's what I mean. Not to say I don't feel like it. I don't feel that I need to. This wig, I'm not gonna lie, is going to take probably a lot more treatments from me in order to feel a little bit more complete in my mind. I might spend days on this trying to fix this one up. But yeah, sorry, it's like a kind of a little bit of a rush sequence for me today. My time has been all over the place. Once again, it is a few days before Christmas. You know, I have presents, my kids' presents to wrap. I already did my Christmas drop off on Saturday. But I have their presents to wrap still, and I'm pretty much done. But then also I'm gonna be spending like Christmas Eve doing a lot of pre-cooking. So tomorrow I'm gonna do some I'm gonna do my baking stuff that I have to do. But other than that, I'm going to be doing most of my cooking on Christmas Eve, so I can enjoy my Christmas. I always end up working too hard on Christmas because I'm trying to make breakfast, I'm trying to make lunch, and trying to make dinner, and I don't get to enjoy my kids really. Like I enjoy the initial of, oh my god, they open up their presents. Oh my god, they love their stuff. Okay, I can't see them play with their stuff because I have to go cook. I'm trying to avoid that this year, so I'm trying to do as much meal prepping and planning as I can. I know exactly what I'll be making. I just have to make sure that I get the stuff done while also not fully neglecting. I feel kind of bad because I can't show you my step-by-step process with these wigs. I can't show you my step-by-step process, but when my setup starts getting better, I will most definitely show how that goes. Look how shiny she is, though. The bangs are my major problem. Maybe I should braid those too. Let me braid those. She's so shiny. Gonna change my gloves multiple times. Yeah, we're just gonna braid you. I didn't think the bangs were gonna be that much of a problem, but after them slightly getting tangled, after me just detangling them, it's kind of crazy. So we're gonna braid her down too. Again, this is how I store my these wigs. Okay, mind you, this is the first time of me storing this one because this was my sister's. She honestly has another wig. It's a red one, but when I first reached to go get it, there was a spider, and no, I was not gonna go and reach out and put my hand someplace where a spider was. Heck no, not without a blowtorch. We can't use blowtorches in the house, so therefore, that wig is still in that drawer. Maybe one day. And honestly, that wig screams Kim Possible, so maybe I'll shape it into Kim Possible's hair. I have fun things. I don't really know too many red-headed anime characters, even though I know there's a lot. But me personally, I can't think of any on top of my head besides hers or Scarlet. But I feel like her red is different from Kim Possible red. I think she probably used that for a Kim Possible cosplay. Okay, so here we go. 3 Rapunzel braids with 2 in the front. And then we take her, we neatly fold her over. She look a little crazy, but that's okay because she can go into a nice protected bag to keep her away from getting tangled like when I first got her after my sister left her and abandoned her. Poor child. Okay. So here's Rapunzel hair in one bag. Here's my silver hair in another bag. Again, I'm just going to take these. I'm not going to put them in the same bin where I keep all my other wig stuff, just because of the fact that it's going to take up too much space. And I only have like a small bin or something like that here. Maybe about, trying to get into frame, about this big, maybe a little bit wider. So I'm not going to stress out about that too much. But I can't wait to actually start making like wigs, like actual wigs again, because I did have a lot of fun with my afro wig. It was a process, and maybe I'll do it again. I followed this lady on YouTube, and she did it. She's the one who did it, and then she did the tutorial. That's the word I was looking for. She did the tutorial, and I just followed her tutorial. And it was supposed to be a headband wig, but I didn't sew the headband on, so it was honestly just a seamless wig. And what I did with that wig, I didn't put a wig cap on. I honestly just put it over my own hair, and it didn't really matter because since the wig was so full, it just fit on top. And I don't have to worry about detangling that. All I have to do is make sure that it's not flat. So I just puff it out, and then it just comes to life. These wigs, I have to do a little bit more care because I have to make sure they're not detangled and make sure that if I want to do something with it, that it responds a certain way. But again, I can't wait for next year. You're going to see me try ventilation for the first time. You're going to see me try to make a whole wig. I do want to attempt to make a whole wig with acrylic hair. We're going to see how that goes. It is possible. I know it's possible. I've seen a lot of people have done it before, and I'm going to do it. From the ventilating of the lace to ventilating the whole wig cap. I'm going to do that myself, and I kind of can't wait for that. It was not going to be a thing I was going to try to rush and push myself to do Vlogmas, because there ain't no way. Ain't no way. So thank you guys for being there with me. I wish I was able to show you more of my detailed process, but my setup doesn't allow that at the moment. And that's okay. That is okay. You know, not everybody's beginning videos are going to be the best. But I'm happy with what I put together and what I put out. So as long as I'm happy, that's how it's going to be. I think tomorrow's video is going to be a, either if it's not a business talk video, then it might be a nail video. I can't remember right now off the top of my head. And I put my notebook away for the day already. So, I will see you guys tomorrow for day 23 of Vlogmas. All right. So, have a good night.